are over, well, just get ready because they keep getting bigger. Because people have put it together, and this face is an exact copy and paste of the face Kate Middleton made for a Vogue magazine back in 2016.
Shout out to my shout out my live man, everybody who subscribed to me, to the channel. But I need that watch time up, so I'm gonna make me a little video. Y'all can tune in later on, whatever y'all want to do. But we talking about conspiracy.
The possibility of these two photos lining up perfectly is near zero. And one of the craziest parts of this whole conspiracy is the royal family seems like it wants to do anything but actually show Kate Middleton. For example, all the questions people have been having about this photo were addressed by a tweet supposedly put out by Kate Middleton saying, "Oops, sorry guys, I messed up on Photoshop, it's my bad." And then the royal family releasing this photo saying, "Oh guys, look, Kate Middleton's out and about with her husband." We can't see anything. And I think one of the biggest but they're not. They're doing literally everything they can to not show her face. Something fishy's going on, and when it finally gets revealed, it is going to be huge. But that's my opinion. What do y'all think?
Now, this is insane. What if I told you that The Simpsons have already predicted two major events that have happened in 2024? Well, hold on tight because the last one is just crazy. So the first prediction is the Japan tsunami, dating back to season 17, episode 18, titled "The Wettest Story Ever Told." The Simpsons are on board a boat near the coast of Japan when a large wave strikes the boat. And this is when they realize it's no ordinary wave.
What if the person who do the Simpsons, like, what if they had aliens from the other world, telling aliens from the future, they give them the information about this? Like, the Simpsons always got something. Like, the Simpsons always got something like the Super Bowl. Like, they predict who's gonna win the Super Bowl this year. Like, it's all type of signs. And then the Simpsons always predicting something that actually happened. So we're gonna go back and tune in and see what else.
Rather a tsunami, which then heads towards the city and wipes it out. Okay, this is where it gets a little weirder. They also predicted the alien attack on the mall in Miami, which happened just days ago in a more recent...
That was the crazy thing ever, bro. The mall situation with the alien shit, man, like, that was the craziest thing ever, bro. The mall situation, like, in Texas, though. Like, you know everybody in Texas be watching. You know everybody in Texas be on it.
It's an episode where Bart and Lisa are at the mall while on vacation in Florida when they discover an evil alien lurking in the storage rooms. Now, this is interesting. Baba Vanga's top 3 predictions for 2024, and trust me, the first one will shock you. For those who don't know, despite the blind Bulgarian mystic passing away in 1996, her predictions continue to intrigue many, especially given her record of 85% accuracy. Let's not forget, she has predicted significant events, including 9/11, and even foresaw her own death a decade prior. Number 1, the fall of a powerful object from space impacting a major city. This event is speculated to be either a meteor strike or a satellite crash. Number 2, major earthquakes in mountainous regions such as the Andes, Himalayas, and Alps, areas where scientists have warned that quakes could be particularly devastating. Number 3, the assassination or unexpected death of a world leader, which could significantly impact international politics. The rise of populism and ongoing tensions contribute to high terrorist threats. Hold on for a second.
What's a conspiracy theory that you 1,000% believe in?
The reason why women's fashion have little to no pockets in their clothing is due to the fact that the fashion industry would lose money from bag and purse sales.
Right.
Look at her eyes. That he's guilty.
No.
So you don't think he did it?
I don't think he did it.
And you said in all the time that you've known him that you never saw any erratic behavior. You have no evidence of any erratic behavior. You have nothing that would indicate that he would be capable of doing something like this would have any
Man,
motivation.
y'all just support the channel wherever it is.
You do know.
I'm on this
It
list
took me
right
10
now.
years to realize Scooby-Doo
I'm gonna do the
characters
video
represent
later. I'm just
mental
trying to see where
disorders.
everybody is with this. Like, if they
Narcissistic
gonna like it or
personality
not.
disorder, paranoia, OCD, dependent personality disorder, dissociative disorder.
The scariest conspiracy theories. Historians and researchers believe that Atlantis was a real place, a highly advanced society with impressive technology and culture. The ancient Greek philosopher Plato wrote about Atlantis in his dialogues, describing it as a powerful kingdom that existed around 9,000 years before his time. According to the legend, the city was situated on an island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and was destroyed by natural disasters and catastrophes. There have been numerous archaeological discoveries and ancient texts that suggest the existence of a lost civilization with advanced knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, and engineering. Some of these artifacts date back to the same period when Atlantis was said to have flourished. There is also many geographic and geological features that could match the description of Atlantis in Plato's account. So what do you think?
Atlantis probably was a real place. Shit, all we know.
The Earth Behind.
It's the one with Julia
Oh
Roberts.
yeah, Leave the Earth Behind. I watched that movie, bro. That movie was crazy as hell, bro. Man, I seen that shit, man. Leave the World Behind. That shit was crazy, bro. That was a crazy ass movie, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed the two kids wearing the t-shirts.
No, I didn't.
One kid wearing an Obey t-shirt, and the other girl was wearing a NASA t-shirt. Obey NASA.
Oh.
A lot of people were saying, NASA, what does that? Is a code for Satan. People were saying like, oh, NASA doesn't even spell that word. NASA always starts their countdown with T minus.
Yeah, what's T minus?
The missing letter to complete the word. No, that's crazy. The symbolism in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end.
Yeah.
The way they moved the movie was
Yeah,
like,
because I ain't understand the
right?
movie at
So
first.
there would be
So you had to understand
behind the bed frame in the beginning, and it would just be calm waves, right? And then as the movie progressed and it got like crazier, then it would be wavier. There would be another painting, wavier.
Oh.
And then at the
It's
end,
like
it
it's
would be pure
delusional.
chaos. The movie that came out, it's called Leave the Earth Behind. It's the one with Julia Roberts. Yeah. Oh no, the Teslas. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed the two kids wearing the t-shirts.
No, I didn't.
One kid wearing.
You heard it? Like, man, that shit is crazy. And this nigga out here cutting the goddamn grass, early in the motherfucker. This nigga cutting, but it ain't early. Like, I'm talking about early. Let's see about this Dave Chappelle shit right quick.
Dave Chappelle tried to warn us. Do you know why Prince, the famous rock star that was a friend of mine, do you know why he called himself the artist when he came back? Calls himself the artist because that's what they call us in our contracts. All these contracts are crazy.
Yo,
You should hear the terminology.
appreciate everybody who tuned in and
use your
leave
name in the letters and perpetuity throughout the universe. Who the fuck could possibly know what that means? Nobody does. It's so complicated, in fact, that when you're a kid like me, you have to hire somebody to tell you what that means. And you sit down at the table and you do the contract game. Well, that's how I got with Comedy Central. I signed the contract. I signed the contract the way the 28-year-old expecting father that was broke signed the contract. I was desperate. I needed a way out, and it wasn't good money, and it wasn't good circumstances, but what else am I going to do, I said. And all these white people sitting at that table told me, trust the steady, it's a good contract. And I looked around the table, and they all seemed to agree it was a good contract. But what if What if it was like that game of 3-card Monte? What if they were all friends and I didn't know it?
Do you agree with Dave Chappelle? Could there be a darker side to these contracts? Or is he making this up? Drop it in the comments.
Dark side
On
of
TikTok,
contracts.
this video is for entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment purposes.
The Earth could be much bigger than we thought. And you know what's really disturbing? I'll reveal it at the end. In recent years, there has been discussion about the Earth's actual shape, with some questioning whether it is spherical or flat. While some have
especially when they talking about
conspiracy theories exist,
the
it's
Earth,
hypothesized
the
that
bombing.
Earth could be much
That shit
larger than we
crazy
realize.
about the bombing,
idea
bro.
that only 7 continents exist seems limited. One proposal suggests Antarctica is actually a giant icy barrier hiding additional continents beyond. Hypothetically, if someone could traverse this frozen wall, they may discover 20 secret continents previously unknown. These mysterious lands have sparked ideas about prehistoric creatures, aliens, and advanced civilizations living.
The Atlantis again. Everybody want to talk about the Atlantis.
There. Interestingly, one concept proposes the 7 continents we inhabit now are like a vast corporate farm owned and controlled by a small group of extremely wealthy families. These elites could originate from the enigmatic undiscovered continents. So
what, bro? I don't supposed to be on it?
Why do you think exploring
what you want me to show you?
And
the
you know
TV?
the truth that there is no real picture of the Earth. Every picture that's been released on Google.
I'm just doing this to test it out. I'm gonna have y'all watching
The
TV.
Denver airport theory is so creepy. No one knows why it was built because Denver already had a fully functioning airport in downtown. But this one went $2 billion over budget and took 2 years longer than expected to finish.
I ain't gonna lie. I stayed in Denver.
5-story underground facility, which might be a doomsday bunker for the elite and rich, or something much worse. But airport officials claim that it's just an underground baggage system that was never used. Throughout the airport, there's also disturbing and eerie murals depicting things like destruction and the apocalypse, and several gargoyle statues which are said to be symbols of protection. But the creepiest is this blue Mustang statue named Lucifer. It's 32 feet tall with glowing red eyes, and when the artist was making it, the head fell over him, which instantly killed him. But they still finished the statue and put it up. The airport also has 2 secret runways, which are believed to be used by the government. And there's even a time capsule from 1994 buried inside, which can't be opened until 2094, which might finally explain all of these secrets. What do you think they're hiding in the Denver airport?
I seen that shit in the airport, though. I'm not gonna lie. I already seen that shit. I seen that shit, bro. I seen all that shit, though, in Denver airport. That shit was crazy. I sure was like, what the fuck? Like, that shit was stupid, man. Like, I sure would ask some questions about that shit. What? I'm just gonna get a couple of minutes. Man, that shit be crazy, bro. I seen a couple of that shit, man. Like, all that shit make your ass be like, you know what? I'm gonna think about this shit, bro. When I get high, especially when you get high. Well, yeah.
So he went and snuck in to this place where like former presidents go. There's a photograph of it's Ronald Reagan with Herbert Walker Bush.
I gotta do the one about the.
And it's like these are the people used to hang out at this place, and they would put on robes, and they would worship an owl god, and they would burn an effigy. And they're playing, and Alex snuck in and made video footage of this shit. And then no one's denying that it's real. This really did happen. So they're in with these bankers and former presidents, and they're dressed like druids. Yes. And some guy brings over something it's an effigy that's supposed to be a body, a wrapped up effigy. It's also a bunch of sticks in
hell yeah,
but
bro.
It's like shaped like a body. Yeah, and they drop it in the fire. They're all worshiping
about to
an owl god. Now this is insane. What if I told you that? So he went. Todos sabemos que la Antártida.
She says you're in the Illuminati, and she's going to break down your doors to rescue you. That was the latest thing we posted. Did that hurt you? Did she do that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Why'd she do that?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know.
You're not the Illuminati.
No.
I told the people today, waiting for you there, I said, when she come, I'm going to ask her where the sign-up sheet is, because I don't get invited to things like that.
I just need somebody to know who you are. The only way to save yourselves, what?
Y'all, check this shit out. You cannot tell me that our sun, aka our new sun, whatever this is not a portal. This is a portal. This is just a light portal. Period, man. Look at it.
How much seems like it knows who you are? They know to save yourselves.
I say that shit about that sun shit. I don't know.
This must be the proof that the moon landing was filmed in a studio. Have you ever noticed that the flag planted by Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin on the moon appears to be waving? However, there's no atmosphere on the moon, meaning no wind. So how is this possible? I must disappoint the conspiracy theorists again, as there's a very simple explanation for this theory.
They be trying to get our ass, man. Back in the day, we
but only when the astronauts touched and planted it in the ground. Here's the explanation. On Earth, the atmosphere quickly dampens such light vibrations. However, on the moon, without an atmosphere, vibrations persist longer.
That shit was at Phoenix, Arizona.
The flag, creating the illusion of it waving. All right, I've pretty much explained every moon landing conspiracy theory. Which conspiracy theory would you like to explore next?
I mean, that's my man.
What's a conspiracy theory that you 1,000?
This shit crazy. They already said it was the end of the earth already, too. That shit, they had that nuclear bomb, nigga. That shit crazy, too.
I don't think it's a coincidence that Ashton Kutcher, who was once one of the hottest rising stars in Hollywood, all of a sudden left the spotlight and is now running an organization that helps kids that are being trafficked. I don't think that's a coincidence.
How about Mark Wahlberg leaving Hollywood and relocating to Nevada because he doesn't want to be around that environment? How about Mel Gibson?
Did you know about this? There's a theory that Antarctica isn't a regular continent, but a giant ice wall that exists to prevent us from seeing the rest of the world's continents, as well as hiding other species away from us. Nobody has ever managed to reach the wall without freezing to death, and around 162 people have gone missing in the past attempting to find it.
What is the government so afraid of? The U.S. Navy sets off a 40,000-pound bomb in the Atlantic Ocean, 100 miles from the coast of Florida, saying that it was only a military exercise. However, looking at the footage of the explosion, it definitely didn't seem like a regular military exercise. Furthermore, it's known that there are unknown creatures or aliens living deep in the ocean. So, could it be possible that it wasn't a military exercise, but a cover-up to take out a deadly threat in the ocean? With this suspicious military exercise, many are asking,
the last 5 minutes of the day before you go to sleep at night are the most important 5 minutes of your day. You are now going to go into your subconscious.
I want to talk about the Tupac thing. I don't want to go to that.
Now this is interesting. Baba Vanga's top 3 predictions for 2024. And trust me, the first one will shock you. For those who don't know, despite the blind Bulgarian mystic passing away in 1996, her predictions continue to intrigue many, especially given her record of 85% accuracy. Let's not forget she has predicted significant events, including 9/11, and even foresaw her own death a decade prior. Number 1,
TikTok.
The fall of a powerful object from space to Earth, impacting a
got
major
all
city.
type of
This event is speculated to be either a meteor strike or a satellite crash.
There's so many niggas. There's just so many.
In mountainous regions such as the
I'm trying to see which
Himalayas,
one
and
is
Alps,
right one.
areas where scientists have warned that quakes could be particularly devastating. Number 3, the assassination or unexpected death of a world leader, which could significantly impact international politics.
This one I'm on. I'm watching the TikTok conspiracy theory. And there's certain shit you go to, man, all that shit don't be right, but some of that shit you won't. I just pay attention to some of this shit that be talking.
Alam niyo ba itong conspiracy theory iceberg? Ito yung listahan ng mga
that nigga. I'm finna go to the one by the end of the earth. It's the one they talking about the shit, Snoop Dogg. Snoop. Damn. Well, I don't know. I gotta go to the store too. It's dark. I ain't gonna be smoking no more. Well, y'all still here? Man.
The movie that came out, it's called
y'all still here with a nigga.
Everybody was going through
I fucked up. I fucked up. Players fuck up too. Players fuck up too. Right. You tell me I gotta spill all this shit. My goddamn baby crying.
Oh, I got a treat for y'all today. Let's get it. Truth about Nikola Tesla and why he was seemingly forgotten during his time period as an inventor. Nikola Tesla, born July 10th, 1856, drew inspiration from his very intelligent mom, who was an inventor as well, but more of a hobby. From the beginning, Nikola Tesla was an avid inventor and had huge interest in being an inventor and engineer. But due to financial struggles, it was hard for him to put his talent and his knowledge to use. So time and time again throughout his lifetime, he was seen helping other inventors out improve their own inventions for money. Because one, he was just that good, and two, he couldn't afford his own laboratory yet. First, you got Thomas Edison, which he helped him improve his inventions by miles. 1844, he started the job with Edison. Edison did not want to see him succeed. Thomas Edison promised Tesla that if he could improve his inventions, he would give him a $50,000 bonus. It never came. On quote, Edison saying, "You must not understand American humor." 1895, Tesla was finally able to get his own laboratory. The fluctuation of inventions began to come in. Tesla had begun experimenting.
Man, Tesla, bro.
Is creating light through a flow of energy through his body. Once this started, he was invited to lectures at home and abroad about his discoveries. At this point, he had already invented the Tesla coil, which is used in radios, television sets, and a lot of other electronic stuff as well. Here's when Tesla started to make groundbreaking inventions. Colorado experiment. Between 1899 and 1900, Tesla made his most amazing discovery: terrestrial stationary waves. The way that this worked is that the Earth could be used as a conductor. Hills in Colorado were filled with quartz that could be used as energy sources. Using this technique, he was able to light lamps from 25 miles away from each other without wires. He even claimed that one time in his Colorado lab that he received signals from another planet. And until his death, he proceeded to expand and expand and expand on this idea. He wanted to power the whole world with this free energy from the earth. Leading up to his death, he had filled up trunks and trunks and trunks, 80 trunks, I believe, with information of his discoveries. In 1943, the CIA and the FBI sent John Trump to analyze his notes after he died. Only 60 out of 80 of the trunks were recovered. So what was done with the other 20 trunks? Each of the 80 trunks holding groundbreaking information, but it's some discoveries that they just didn't want us to know about. It did not want to provide us with free energy. Tesla wanted to do that. It took his trunks containing that information. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.
This is the conspiracy iceberg. At the top, you have more well-known theories like Area 51 and cryptids, and as you go further down, it gets more and more crazy. I'm trying to talk about as many of these theories as I can on here, so if you like this weird stuff, follow for more. And we're now on Tier 3, Truth Agent. This tier is described as the point of no return. Some of this knowledge will make you appear and act like a lunatic to normal people's... This is the conspiracy iceberg. At the top, you have more well-known theories like Area 51 and cryptids, and as you go further down, it gets more and more crazy. I'm trying to talk about as many of these theories as I can on here, so if you like this weird stuff, follow for more. And we're now on Tier 3, Truth Agent. This tier is described as the point of no return. Some of this knowledge will make you appear and act like a lunatic to normal people's eyes, but it's only the beginning. If you're still here, you might want to study and research more, following your path.
The scariest conspiracy.
NASA knows where Leviathan is and doesn't want you to know. NASA was once a marine exploration organization from the late 50s to the early 70s. Much of what NASA did during these years remains classified and unknown. However, some fascinating files were recently disclosed by a former NASA employee, Michael Thomas, who leaked many classified NASA files, the most notable being called Operation Leviathan. So this was a special mission conducted between 1967 and 1969. And what the operation involves is terrifying. In 1967, NASA launched a new mission with the aim of actually finding the Leviathans. Despite the absurdity of their endeavor, only 5.5% of the oceans had been explored by 2024. And in the 60s, only 3% had been explored. So the possibility of finding a giant creature wasn't too far-fetched. On March 1st, 1967, they launched a specialized fleet of 11 research ships equipped with sonar technology.
Hey, look, you just heard what they just said?
These ships scoured the ocean.
Man, they just said only 3% of the ocean was discovered in 1960. Only 4.4% of the ocean is discovered only and now 2024. Like, damn, bro, that's crazy, bro. Like, nigga, you can't. That's where the fucking, bro. Man, imagine, bro. Like, it's so much shit in the ocean, bro, we don't know about.
1968, they discovered something shocking.
The scariest.
Let me go back to it, man.
You guys ever heard of Mel's?
NASA knows where Leviathan is and doesn't want...
This is the conspiracy.
NASA knows where Leviathan is and doesn't want you to know. NASA was once a marine exploration organization from the late 50s to the early 70s.
Bro, that's
Much of what
crazy.
NASA did during these years remains classified and unknown. However, some fascinating files were recently disclosed by a former NASA employee.
Man, 4.4% at 2024.
Most notable being called Operation
I
Leviathan.
don't know, man.
So this was a special mission conducted between 1967 and 1969. And what the operation involves is terrifying. In 1967, NASA launched a new mission with the aim of actually finding the Leviathans. Despite the absurdity of their endeavor, only 5.5% of the oceans have been explored.
My bad, I
and in the
fucked up.
60s, only 3% have been explored.
And the 63%,
so the possibility of finding a giant creature
man, that ain't
wasn't too
2.5%.
On March 1st, 1967, they launched a specialized fleet of 11 research ships equipped with sonar technology, which was new at the time. Then, for over a year, these ships scoured the ocean looking for signs of Leviathan. And on August 12, 1968, they discovered something shocking. In a remote part of the Pacific Ocean,
put up the whole video.
they picked up vibrations from a massive creature lurking far below the surface. Their sonar equipment estimated it to be some kind of giant sea serpent living thousands of feet below the surface and measuring over 500 feet long. So they sent an unmanned submarine to check out the creature, and when they saw it, shop. If you want to see it, follow me. Click on this icon, then on more, and on photos.
Have you guys ever heard of Mel's Hole? This is the wildest thing. So this dude named Mel, he bought this land in like central Washington in the 90s. He discovered there's a hole on his property, and like what's up with this hole, man? It's
We
like
got a whole
I can't see
hole.
the bottom of it. You're like, oh yeah, neighbors like since forever have just been throwing trash down it, and like we even throw like our dead cows down it and stuff. And so he had like a big rig set up for like shark fishing, and he had a spool of fishing line on it that reached 1,500 yards, right? He tied something heavy to it and he let it down, didn't hit the bottom. So he bought more and more spools of fishing line. Each spool was 5,000 yards long. It equated to the amount that he bought was 80,000 feet long. What? Never touched the bottom.
Deepest points in the ocean, right?
Yeah. Which the Mariana Trench is 35,876 feet deep. He's like, there's a lot of weird stuff about this hole. Dogs are afraid of this hole. Animals are afraid of this hole. And he said, in fact, one of my neighbors once told me that his dog died and he threw the dog down the hole. And he said the next morning that dog was on his porch. What?
Like,
alive.
alive?
Alive. And so Mel made the joke. He said, when I die, throw me down that hole. He talked to another neighbor about this hole, and the neighbor's like, yeah, there used to be these stone pillars erected around this hole. And he said that neighbors had reported seeing from this hole this black beam shoot from this hole, right? So a lot of weird stuff. Yeah.
What is the government so afraid of? The U.S. Navy sets off a
I already saying that shit. This shit just don't want to show a nigga all the rest of this shit. They trying to get rid of TikTok for real.
Have you heard of the hollow earth theory before? What if it wasn't just a theory? Some claim that an ancient advanced civilization lives beneath the ground, with elites secretly aware of it. Allegedly, these elites, including politicians and scientists, conduct covert expeditions to
There's a
access
lot of
underground
cave
cities.
shit too.
Supposedly, these hidden discoveries include advanced technology and energy sources that they withhold from the public to maintain control. While mainstream scientists discredit these notions, believers see anomalies in some satellite images, and some of the pictures that shows a giant hole in the ice and historical records as proof of a vast hidden civilization. And what supports this theory is that in 2017, German geologist and his team collected core samples from deep within the frozen Antarctic seafloor. And what they discovered was astonishing. They saw more than 60 different taxa of plants, similar to something that you would find in a rainforest, in a temperature regime that was similar to what we today know from northern Italy. However, these theories remain unproven, with clear evidence confirming their validity or not. Because until today, there is no clear explanation. What do you think?
Here are some more of the wildest...
Today, my daughter lost her very. Today, my daughter.
I gotta go back and search. Some bullshit. That's crazy. Oh, shit. some easy.
Ancient civilization.
True. That's what they do to me, man. I forget all that shit.